Okay, I want to talk, this video is going to be about pterodactyls. So here's a purported live pterodactyl spotted in Idaho several years ago. I don't know if it's real or not, but if you watch it, it moves pretty much like you would think it would, or it should. This was several years ago. They probably have a drone that could do that now, but I tend to think this might actually be real. Watch the way it curves up and down. Now, whether it is or isn't, I'm just throwing this in as a background. There's much ado about dinosaurs dying out 65 million years ago. And here's what artist rendition of what it looked like with flesh on the bones. So it is verboten to say that dinosaurs made it up until recent times, even though the Indians have tales of the Thunderbird, and every single culture has tales of dragons and monsters. The Chinese culture is replete with flying dragons. If you look at Herodotus, the father of history, he talks about dragons when Alexander the Great invaded India. Before he could cross into the Indus Valley, he had to go up into some caves and kill these flying dragons that were harassing his troops. I tend to think that if the common model, which one would last throughout it all? Obviously the sea, the reptiles and dinosaurs in the sea would last through it virtually unscathed, since if it was a fireball as commonly thought, it wouldn't even affect them really. And then the other one, these guys could get up and move wherever they wanted to go. Now, another thing they like to show is that, well, these were gliders. They couldn't actually fly. They had to climb up to the top of cliffs and dive off. Well, you're assuming that the world that was is like the world that is, and all the rocks show a higher oxygen level than is present now. Also, if you look at the size of insects, a dragonfly now is about as big as that. That's about as big as they get. Although the ancient record shows them 6 and 7 feet across. So insects breathe through spirocatches, which is an inefficient bellows system compared to our lungs. And the bigger it is, the less air gets to it. So that's why bugs are limited in size now, where they used to reach magnum size, because there was higher air pressure, higher oxygen content. And if you think about it, like these giant dinosaurs here, their nostrils really weren't that much bigger than a horse, yet their mass was 30, 40 times of a horse. So the oxygen levels were higher back then. Probably atmospheric pressure was higher back then also. Can't prove that, but you can through the rocks and through the inference using inductive reasoning, that because the insects basically haven't changed, they had to use, the oxygen levels had to be bigger, had to be greater for them to continue living in that environment at those magnum proportions. Check out the work of Ken Ham, Kent Hovind, and I have more on timbosplace.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.